Who died?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 questions we need answered in Yellowjackets Season 2.
Speaking of truth.
For this list, we'll be looking at the lingering mysteries from this Showtime gem that we hope will get cleared up in the forthcoming season. If you're not caught up, then fasten your seatbelts. We'll be experiencing some turbulent spoilers. Are you abuzz about the honeycomb of internet theories? What are some questions that you think you can answer? Tell us in the comments. Number 10. Were the survivors actually cannibals? If you've never seen an episode, you might know Yellowjackets as that Lord of the Flies show about eating people.
I mean, that is what happened, right?
Indeed, the drama's promotional material heavily suggests that a group of young plane crash survivors engaged in cannibalism. As bold-faced as this may seem, nobody has actually admitted to the deed, and it's arguable that we've yet to see proof. The girls do appear to consume the unfortunate pit girl from the opening, but can we be sure? Lottie has already declared,
"We won't be hungry much longer."
A premonition that turned out to reference bear meat. When asked outright about cannibalism, adult Misty's cagey response insinuates there's more to the truth than we've been shown. But if not anthropophagy, what dark secrets is the ill-fated soccer team keeping?
Oh my god, what did you do? You literally never told us.
Zip it, Ariana.
Number 9. Who or what is the no-eyed man? Yellowjackets let us know quickly that there's some spooky supernatural stuff afoot.
The occult is no laughing matter.
It's not the occult, Laura Lee. It's a game.
There are premonitions, cryptic symbols, and seances, but sightings of this handsome fellow actually predate the plane wreck. We first see the man with no eyes in a jump scare as a young Thaisa consoles her dying grandmother.
Don't let him take me!
The eyeless ghost also appears briefly in the wilderness, and again amongst a crowd of reporters that adult Thaisa has gathered for a speech. We don't know much about this ominous wraith, but he seems to have some connection to Thaisa. His visibility to both her and her grandmother implies that there is something material about him. Is he simply a harbinger of death, or a malevolent force with some ghastly agenda? We hope Season 2 throws us a bone here, or at least an eyeball.
Don't let him take my eye!
Number 8. Who else survived the wilderness? The show's alluring leading ladies are Shauna, Thaisa, Misty, and Natalie, and thus far, they're the only ones we've met in both the past and present timelines. They're not alone, though. Ever since adult Shauna made a hasty reference to others, we've been starving to find out who else came back alive.
And there's still no sign of the others.
No, not for months.
With Lauren Ambrose cast as grown-up Van, and the Season 1 finale's frantic mention of Lottie Matthews, we can surmise that those two are still breathing.
I think someone's following me. Who the is Lottie Matthews?
We know Travis made it home, only to suffer an apparent grim fate. But what about his little brother Javi? If there are others alive, then we hope Season 2 will introduce us to their matured counterparts. But where will their loyalties lie?
And it's settled.
Number 7. What happens to Shauna's baby? Young Shauna's unplanned pregnancy has been a hotbed of conflict and speculation.
You are pregnant, right? You won't tell anyone, will you?
Not only could it present a dire survival risk, but its scandalous parentage cemented the schism between Shauna and Jackie.
How could you? You were my best friend.
In the flashback timeline, the child is yet to be born. Callie, Shauna's daughter in the present, is too young to have been conceived before the crash. But with no modern-day mention of any other kin, there are some disquieting possibilities as to the baby's destiny. Does it survive? If so, where is it? Some of the cast have debunked the most obvious possibility.
So I had to ask the writers. I was like, we don't eat Shauna's baby, do we? And she said no.
But we can't be certain. Shauna's decision to carry the infant certainly holds substantial matriarchal weight. So, if the newborn story ends unhappily, we're in for some serious irreversible trauma. Number 6. Who kidnapped Natalie? The first of hopefully many Yellowjackets finales signed off with a huge cliffhanger. We see Natalie forcibly snatched from her apartment by unknown assailants. The episode's editing insinuates that the kidnappers are connected to Lottie, and one of them noticeably wears a familiar symbol from the woods.
So what does it mean?
You tell me.
But what does Lottie want with Natalie, and why would she wait so long to come after her former teammate? Exactly who these abductors are and what they want seems like info we'll need to know post-haste. The second season also seems an appropriate time to introduce fans to a concrete antagonist, even if the writers saved the juicier secrets for later.
Haven't you done enough?
Number 5. Who killed Travis? One of the premiere season's most gripping mysteries is the death of Natalie's former beau, Travis. The brooding but quietly sensitive boy does live through the events in the forest, only to meet a present-day demise under menacingly suspicious circumstances.
Oh God. Natalie, don't.
Natalie suspects foul play, alluding to an unspecified promise that she and Travis had made together.
You guys don't know Travis like I do.
She uncovers some eerie photographic evidence, and she learns that Travis's bank account had been inexplicably emptied just before his passing. Foul play appears likely, and we want the culprit unmasked just as desperately as the heartbroken Natalie.
And I know you think I'm crazy.
The finale jarringly name-dropped former Yellowjacket Lottie Matthews. Even if Lottie is behind it all, what did she want with Travis and his money? And what is her endgame? Number 4. What's with that creepy altar? Poor Taissa, she's plagued by sleepwalking, struggling to keep her family together, and there's that whole eyeless ghost thing. Rumors surrounding Taissa's past and the plane crash continuously plague her political career and corrupt her relationship with her wife and son.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
The strain causes her to ask her spouse Simone to take their young son from their shared residence.
You can't be here. I don't think I'm making myself clear. You don't understand. I'm afraid I'm going to hurt you.
However, when Simone comes back home to grab a few things, she makes a frightening discovery. Someone has hidden a cryptic altar in their basement, which includes a strange triangle design and the remains of their family dog. There's plenty to unpack here. Did Taissa make this shrine? Was she possessed or sleepwalking when she did so? Who or what is it for? Poor Biscuit. Number 3. Who is the Pit Girl? This Showtime drama's gloriously macabre overture is unforgettable. A whole season in, and we're no closer to learning the identity of the unfortunate Pit Girl. Chased by disguised hunters, we see this young lass fall into a fatal trap. While the faces of both the predator and prey remain shrouded, we can make out what looks like a worn Yellowjacket jersey on the trapper and a golden necklace on the victim. We later see a necklace exchanged between young Shauna and Jackie, but neither seem like a perfect candidate.
I mean, you're basically the best, remember?
The internet is littered with theories about who the Pit Girl might be, and even when her death actually takes place. It could become as big a riddle as whoever it was in that coffin. Wait, wrong plane crash show.
Did he tell you that I was off the island?
Yes, he did.
Number 2. Is Jackie really gone? Season 1's harrowing conclusion apparently answers this question, ending with Jackie frozen to death in her best friend's agonizing arms. Not all viewers are convinced, however. Though the characters in the present all speak of Jackie as if she's gone, keen observers have spotted some curious oddities in her journal. The notebook mentions song and movie titles that would not have been available prior to the plane crash, which showrunner Jonathan Lisco has claimed to be a purposeful inclusion. Yellowjackets is also no stranger to near-death experiences, as we watched Van evidently resurrected from a lethal wolf attack.
Really? Fire.
Jackie's significance to the narrative feels undeniably paramount, so her complete exit from the show feels premature. Might we see the return of our lost homecoming queen?
You're the best friend I've ever had. You know that, right?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Who was Adam? Really? Or will anyone uncover his murderer?
Who the f are you?
Are there multiple clans? A possible yin to Lottie's barbaric yang? How will Elijah Wood's character come into play? Could there be an alliance between Frodo Baggins and Misty Quigley?
Your friendships are a little more
complicated than most.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Who is the Antler Queen? Audiences became captivated by this image before Yellowjackets even began. Dubbed the Antler Queen by fans, this chilling figure appears early and helmed with an animal horned headdress. This ambiguous overseer appears to lead a small group in a ritualistic fireside meal, presumably of human remains. Lottie's supernatural tendencies, coupled with the finale's unnerving final scene, make her a prime suspect. But one of the best things about this show is its bravery to shock us with the disarmingly unexpected. Keeping the Antler Queen's identity under wraps feels a bit too calculated for the answer to be easy, so maybe someone will supersede the young Ravenhead. This could even be a question for the series finale. But come on, don't make us wait that long.
And let the darkness set us free.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.